Well, we are back in our espresso kitchen this morning, and it's all about cinnamon. Throughout the show, we are cooking with cinnamon, one of my favorite spices, and the beautiful Alette van der Westhuys, and it's going to take us through a little bit of a lesson in terms of what different types of cinnamons are out there and what we can use them for.
Morning.
Alette, how are you?
Good, how are you, Leanne?
Very, very well, thank you.
That's good.
So before we begin with the different types of cinnamon that's out there, where did it first come from? Who can claim that, you know, that flying the flag because we found cinnamon kind of thing?
The island of Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, so it's native to the island of Sri Lanka, but we can find cinnamon on the inner bark of most trees.
Yeah.
Okay, so it really comes from deep within the tree, okay?
Right.
And that's also why we have so many different textures and formats that you can find your cinnamon in.
Wonderful.
So what we've got here today is the 4 basics that we know. Maybe one of these we wouldn't even know as well.
Yeah.
So firstly, we have these gorgeous quills.
Yes,
all right?
I know these ones.
Now these can be used to infuse sugar. You can cook with it. You can put it in curries. You can put it in stews. I've got a jar of sugar at home, caster sugar, with some of these quills in
Already
it.
in there?
In there, so it infuses your sugar.
Gorgeous.
It's fantastic. And
I remember just
stunning?
picking it up like this earlier on, and
it's fantastic.
just taking in a smell like that. It's beautiful, it's woody, you can smell that spiciness. Absolutely fantastic.
And it's also so nice to just put on a table for decoration.
Yes.
So it's really, really versatile also in uses, not even just in cooking.
Yeah.
Then what we've got here is, we call this a cinnamon thread.
I haven't seen this one before.
No, so that one is mostly used in tagines, biryanis and curries. It's got quite a mild flavour, and it's also it's nice to put that in food because you can also fish it out easy, you know?
Well, I can kind of smell that this would go better in a curry because it's a little bit more pungent than this one.
Exactly, yes. This one is slightly milder.
Yeah.
And then we've got what the stock standard everyday ground cinnamon, okay? So this one we know on milk tarts and in our pancakes and whatever, but cinnamon is so versatile, we use it in savoury and in sweet. So I love to put cinnamon in all my curries, and I make a soup, a butternut soup, with some orange and loads of cinnamon. So that's also something you see very often these days, cinnamon in savoury meals.
That's so true.
And then this one is called cassia. Now cassia is from the cinnamon family too. Okay, it's rougher in texture but milder in flavour. All right.
Can smell that.
Some people call this Chinese cinnamon.
Yes.
So it's very similar, but it is not the real deal. But it's definitely a substitute. You can definitely use it.
I like to pop this in some rooibos tea.
Absolutely.
Hey, and
that's the one.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah, that's
Can you
delicious.
pop this in a savoury dish as well?
Yeah, for sure. It's a very good substitute if you don't have the real deal at home. You can definitely use cassia. It's also a cool word to throw around.
I know.
If you know what it is.
Definitely sound all intelligent and whatnot.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Alette. Well, now that we know every different type of cinnamon that's out there, this one's a little bit more pungent. I can smell that. Would go great in a curry.
Yeah.
This you can pop on pancakes. This is really just cool for decoration as well. And then, of course, that you can pop in some tea.
Yeah, for sure.
Lovely.
And also the way you would store these is the woody ones, airtight container for up to a year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, absolutely. They keep very, very well.
Yeah.
And then ground, closed, or in an airtight container for about 6 months. And then after that, it would start losing its flavour slightly, so I would throw it out.
There we go. Well, we want to know from you on our Facebook page, what is your favourite cinnamon dish? Let us know. We are making tons of cinnamon dishes throughout the show. Coming up after the break, what are we going to be making?
A cinnamon swirl sweet bread with a cup of tea.
She said it. We'll be right back after this.
By supporting the Flower Valley Conservation Trust, that's where we found goodness. Pick and Pay, always there for you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to Espresso here on SABC3. The beautiful Jennifer Rush has just entered our Espresso kitchen this morning. You can smell the beautiful things coming out of here. Hey?
It is.
Why
What
are you
you
guys standing
doing?
so far away from me?
Oh,
I feel alone here by myself on the corner.
Oh,
You
we have
shouldn't.
this already? What are you going to do?
Well, before the break, we had a lovely cinnamon lesson,
saw that.
and now we're making a cinnamon swirl with a
bread.
beautiful Alette.
There we go. Are you ready to learn?
Yes, I can see you already
There's
pre-rolled
so
it.
much
That's half
love.
the work.
We buy this in our country. We don't even make it ourselves. So that's the nice thing
Another
about this
secret.
recipe. Another secret.
Okay.
This is store-bought puff pastry. The cheats way, we love it. This is how we always do it. So what we are trying to do today is we're making a little almond and cinnamon paste.
Nice.
To kind of smear onto our puff pastry, roll it up, plait it, bake it, and have it with a cup of tea.
Delish.
Okay? I don't know if you've had a look at that.
It looks absolutely
There we
amazing.
go, that's the end product. So what
right,
we
so-
need is almond meal, okay?
Okay.
So it's crushed almonds,
Crushed,
okay?
cool.
So what we add to the almonds, a little bit of sugar,
Nice. What's
some
that? Cream.
heavy cream,
Oh,
Always.
decadent.
And the whole egg?
a whole egg,
Wow.
There you
okay?
go. Jennifer, are you much of a baker?
I used to be when my daughter was younger.
Yeah?
You know, little girls, you have to bake
You
with
have
them.
to, that's-
and it was a lot of fun, but
Not so much anymore.
not anymore.
It's okay. It's okay. You have people that do that for.
Absolutely.
Like Alette is just
we go.
making us some beautiful pastry this
Well, I'm
morning.
surprised you don't have to mix the egg totally. You don't have to worry about
no,
if it's all
not at all, no.
whisked. You know, sometimes the egg has to be like totally. And, no, it's true.
Look, it's happening.
That's
There we go.
You just need a
amazing.
little bit of elbow grease. So what we're doing is we're mixing this. We put a generous amount of cinnamon in. You know I love cinnamon. I
I
always put
know.
generous amounts in everything. So that's our little paste. So don't worry, because I mean, this is going to be baking, so there's an egg in there.
Okay.
Lots of people are stressing that there's a raw egg in. It's okay.
Look at that. You can hardly tell.
Yeah, and it's going to be baking, so you're not
There we
eating
go.
raw egg. So now we are literally just smearing this paste on. Not all the way to the edges, Leanne, because we want to roll this and
Of
we don't
course.
want it to leak out.
Leak out the sides. Not cool.
How does that look already?
It
It's
looks
almost like
absolutely
it's a homemade frangipani mixture.
Oh,
How's
How do
that
you stay
for
so
big
thin
one?
in this job?
Oh, thank you, I love you. You just said I'm thin.
It's true. You're eating everything.
this is the problem.
Oh,
it's a
goodness.
tough job.
Okay, and now what we do is we gently roll like that.
While you're gently rolling, if you would like the recipe this morning for our sugary cinnamony swirl, all you have to do is SMS the word swirl to 33728. We will send you your pick and pay shopping list and the link to the recipe, and you could be making this as well. Let's doing a little intricate cut in there.
I am. I rolled it up, Leanne, and
Uh-oh.
then I'm literally cutting it down the middle, keeping
Okay.
a little edge
Right.
intact, okay? And now we're going to be plaiting. So now, just make
Okay,
sure
this
that
is
it's
where it gets technical, Jennifer. I think we need to just pay
It's
attention.
not too
here.
bad, I think.
Have
It's
you
not
done
too
this kind
bad.
of thing before?
No, but
I haven't.
especially since we're not doing it.
This is true. High five. Put it
Oh, we
over.
could do that.
There we go.
And
No, but
now,
I think you can.
what we do
Okay.
is we plait it like so,
Gorgeous.
so that you can see your filling. And don't worry if it's not perfect. So you
Yes.
pinch the end,
Yeah.
bring the whole thing together,
The most delicious plate I've ever seen.
and make a little
Look at that.
roly. And that, you will
Gorgeous.
have dirty hands. You pop on your
Your
little
baking tray.
baking tray. Oven on 180.
Yeah.
20 to 25 minutes.
Okay.
Until golden brown and delicious.
Wow.
And then you serve with cream, because what else would we
Yummy,
serve
of
it with?
course.
And a hot cup of tea, and that's even breakfast if you really
And when
want
it comes
to.
out, then ta-da!
That's the one.
Don't you love TV time?
I love it. I do indeed.
Okay, we have got a little bit of a recap for you so that you can see exactly how we made this, because it was quite intricate but a lot of fun as well. Take a look at this.
Mix together almonds, cream, egg, cinnamon and sugar. Spread paste onto pastry, leaving 1 centimeter border around the edge. Roll into a log, then cut in half lengthwise, keeping one end intact. Plate the 2 pieces, then form into a wreath and tuck ends in to secure. Bake in a 200-degree oven until golden brown.
And then you have this delicious cinnamon swirl over here. Once again, SMS the word swirl to 33728. We'll gladly send you that pick and pay shopping list and the link to the recipe. And you could be making this with a little bit of cream and a little bit of tea. And of course, you can taste all the way, Jennifer. You're going to be singing. Do you want to taste it now? Do you want to taste it later?
I would prefer after, as
no,
a
no.
treat, after, as a reward.
Do you know what I'll do?
Because I'm singing live,
I
so
will
keep
keep
me.
this entire plate just
You
for
don't
you
think
and
the
I.
guys here are gonna steal it all?
You're the guest.
They're staring at it like.
That's how they always stare at it every single morning. Wonderful. Thank you, Alex.
You're very
Thank you very
welcome.
much.
Well, nice to meet you. What a pleasure.
Well, wonderful. We are going to be heading over to Chatsworth to find out a little bit of the culture and, of course, everything that's going on around there, while the two of us, me and Alette, will keep Jennifer's. We're going to dig into this. Check this out.